See Mike Tyson stuck in quicksand, and he showed unbelievable heart, by the way. No one wants to see that happening to Mike Tyson.
Out of the 30 seconds that you saw, I mean, I know Jake Paul was.
They got pillows on. They got 14-ounce gloves on. You know, I mean, he come out like a raging bull. But after that, he was gassed.
What did you think of the fight?
It wasn't a good one.
It wasn't a good one.
Yeah, definitely a bit. You know, I wanted to give the fans a show, but I didn't want to hurt someone that didn't need to be hurt.
What'd you think, man?
What did I think?
Yeah.
You know, I love seeing Mike out there doing what he loves to do. It's his passion. But I don't know. I think Jake looked a little soft tonight. He don't look like a real boxer, a pro boxer that's been training the last 10 years. So
I think we're all hoping to see a little flash of the old Mike, and we saw like someone who, you know, I wish I'd seen the old Mike. You know, not to take anything from Jake, but you know, Mike looks.
Boxing professionals have vehemently criticized everyone involved in the Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul fight after it was revealed to them that the fight was scripted. This revelation has been deemed the greatest disrespect to the sport of boxing in its history. The very notion of matching a 27-year-old YouTuber against a retired boxing legend more than twice his age was already considered an affront to the integrity of the sport.
I did, yeah. I thought, you know, Mike's a little bit older. You know, he had a problem. You know, they had to push back the first fight because, you know, he had like a stroke on a plane or something like that.
Yeah,
so
also,
I was just scared. I didn't want to see Mike get hurt. I'm happy he's walking out of that ring and he's healthy tonight.
What do you make of Jake's performance tonight?
Absolutely stupendous.
What did you think of Mike Tyson?
I love Uncle Mike. He's just such a, I mean, like, that was impressive, no?
Yeah.
For a 58-year-old. Hi, how are you? That was.
When the fight involved Iron Mike Tyson, many boxing fans and professionals began to embrace the idea. Seeing Tyson return to the ring was always a pleasure, regardless of when and who he was fighting. However, the entire boxing world didn't fully accept this idea. Boxing professionals like Oscar De La Hoya, Canelo Alvarez, and Anthony Joshua, among others, found it dumb and distasteful. The show turned out to be worse than many had anticipated. The only positive aspect was that Iron Mike Tyson wasn't injured or knocked out. Everything else, from Netflix's streaming of the fight to the performance of both fighters, was unimpressive at night.
I actually think I would kill him. Yes, I'm not gonna fight like that.
Boxing? This isn't boxing. Fake Paul couldn't box a cake. He couldn't box a pizza if he worked for Domino's. He couldn't box my shit if he worked for FedEx. He should fight dignity because he lost.
The leaked script of the fight has generated a wave of comments from boxing professionals, causing even more chaos in the boxing world. Many have criticized Jake Paul, Netflix, and even Mike Tyson for putting on what they consider a disgraceful show. Following the match, former world champion Andre Ward stated that he wasn't surprised by the outcome, as he had suspected the fight was scripted all along.
I can't believe he lost. Well, listen, I'm gonna refinance my house. I'm good for the money. What the you guys looking at? Come on, keep it pushing. I'm down big right now. I'm down big. And unbelievable.
Today, you gotta say my name. We might be able to talk about it. Maybe something I can think about, but it's time that bro start, you know, he gotta fight somebody that's a real threat, because we know he can sell. We know all of that, but what he's after is legitimacy. He's trying to legit.
The boxing world was rocked by the controversial Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul fight. This match, intended to pit the legendary Tyson against the young YouTuber-turned-boxer Jake Paul, was supposed to be an entertaining spectacle. However, the revelation that the fight was scripted led to an outpouring of criticism from boxing professionals, fans, and analysts. Initially, the announcement of the fight between the 58-year-old Tyson and the 27-year-old Paul was met with mixed reactions. While many fans were excited to see Iron Mike return to the ring, regardless of the opponent, boxing purists and professionals found the matchup disrespectful. Notable figures like Oscar De La Hoya, Canelo Alvarez, and Anthony Joshua publicly expressed their disdain, calling the idea dumb and distasteful. Despite the criticism, the fight proceeded. The anticipation was high, and the event was streamed on Netflix. adding a modern twist to the traditional boxing match. However, the performance of both fighters and the overall production left much to be desired. Tyson, at 58, showed his age, and Paul visibly eased off in the closing rounds, avoiding the knockout blow that many feared. The controversy reached its peak when news broke that the fight was scripted. Former world champion Andrew Ward was among the first to voice his lack of surprise. "I knew the fight was scripted and wasn't shocked by whatever outcome played," he said, highlighting the predictable nature of the match. Tyson struggled throughout the fight, looking every bit his 58 years as he was schooled by the much younger Paul. There were moments when Tyson appeared hurt, biting down on his gloves to endure the pain. Paul, recognizing Tyson's vulnerability, eased off, particularly in the final rounds. This decision was later confirmed by Paul, who admitted he didn't want to damage his illustrious opponent unnecessarily. "I wanted to give the fans a show but didn't want to hurt someone that didn't need to be," Paul explained. He noted Tyson's age and diminishing engagement as the rounds progressed. The reaction from the boxing community was swift and scathing. Eddie Hearn, the chief executive officer of Matchroom Boxing Promotions, was present at the fight to support his fighter Katie Taylor. He admitted that he hated the scripted nature of the fight, despite acknowledging the production effort that went into it. "All I can say is they put a great job into the production of the script. But what I saw in there, I hated to see," Hearn stated. Kyril Moten, a rising prospect from Mayweather Promotions, also criticized the fight. Though not present ringside, he had seen the leaked script and predicted the fight's scripted nature. "I saw it playing out that way. I just didn't want Tyson to be knocked out," Moten tweeted, emphasizing the predictable outcome. Andrew Bato echoed these sentiments, expressing relief that the fight was over. "I'm happy that nonsense is over. My nerves couldn't handle it for my hero, Mike. I'm glad Jake had enough respect not to go crazy and really tried to knock Mike out tonight. Mike Tyson is damn near 60. I hope you can see that now. Leave that man alone," Berto said. Despite the backlash, Tyson didn't rule out fighting again. There were rumors of potential exhibition fights with Logan Paul or even a rematch with Lennox Lewis. However, his performance in this fight was widely criticized. Terence Crawford, while expressing his love for Tyson, didn't hold back his criticism. "I love Mike Tyson, but they're giving him too much credit. He looked like trash to train that long and only throw 97 punches. The whole fight is crazy. I'm just glad he didn't get hurt out there," Crawford declared. The fight also generated a significant amount of social media buzz. Devon Davis took to Instagram to slam Jake Paul, calling him a bozo for not finishing the job and for participating in a scripted fight. He simultaneously praised Tyson, calling him a legend and celebrating his enduring legacy. Shaker Stevenson, on the other hand, appreciated Paul's restraint. "Looks like Jake got a good heart. He's not going to try to knock my boy out," Stevenson wrote, noting Paul's respectful approach towards the aging Tyson. The Mike Tyson vs. Jake Paul fight will be remembered as one of the most controversial events in boxing history. The revelation that it was scripted tarnished its legitimacy and led to widespread criticism. While Tyson managed to navigate